Hello, welcome back to more Starcom Unknown Space. Welcome to the channel. So we're still kind of just going around clearing some of the hooligans, some of the raiders out of this area, and then just kind of doing what we can to get some extra parts, get some extra stuff. Trying to see how far we get into the game here before we see the new content from the patch. And like I said, my goal is to kind of just test out the early game, test out, see what's going on, and at least give some good honest feedback to the dev as to the things. If you haven't, if you're playing the game and you do have feedback, stuff like that, it's really easy to do. I post prepared. All right, good. There's a yesterday after playing, I sent a couple of feedbacks. You can do that by just hitting F8 in game. It brings up the nice thing here. You just submit your feedback. And then, so if you do have something that, some sort of feedback, the developer's obviously reading those, is I obviously not really responding to them, because there's not an avenue to respond in game with it. But on the Steam workshop, or on the Steam discussions, he did start a big thing about the skill checks, which I had some issue with the skill checks yesterday. I think his goal is to make them less confusing, and at least for me, it's even more confusing. But it seems like I'm not the only one. It seems like there's several other people that are going, and there's a large discussion of ways, and he specifically said in that post that there was a lot of feedback and stuff on it. So hopefully he has a lot of ideas. Whenever I submit feedback on things like that, normally let's small cluster open bubbles. Yeah, sure. Check the bubble. Yeah, so what is it, like 60? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My suggestion was kind of maybe even go back to the old bar system and just throw a couple of lines on there that says, hey, if you get above this or below this, then you get the number. I know a lot of people are worried about with skill checks that it just locks you out of things, and that's never fun. But other than that, like I said, if you do have feedback for the developer, he's obviously listening. I'm not trying to harp on that situation to be like, oh, I'm trying to say the developer's listening. He's accepting feedback, and that is rare, that we get a developer that does listen and honestly wants to make the game better for everybody involved. So to me, that just reinforces my, hey, I want to spend more time in this game trying to help the developer make it better. So it makes it easier for me. So I'll keep making videos. I'll keep popping them out. I'm gonna keep trying to grow the channel so I can bring even more attention to myself and the developers that I'm able to help, and we will go from there. So we will. I was hoping to film several of these yesterday. I did not do that. I ran into some other issues, and not to get too far into it, my mom's had some health issues here of late that have kind of taken up some of my time. So she's a lot better now, but it's one of those things. It's it's your mom. You never and unfortunately, we lost my dad last year, so it's a thing. So, but anyway, so back to here. We're gonna go do the Red Raiders. We've kind of made the loop. We obviously have their base that's in this star, unless he moved it. So we will we're gonna go back to the main base, or back to the spaceport there, and see if we can actually update or upgrade anything, and then try to do some changes to our ship. And then once we get that stuff done, we'll do that. Now, I guess the question would be, and the question for the comments would be, do you guys want to see me kind of go through this stuff? Do you want me to just jump to the next thing where the new stuff is? Um, I'm having fun literally just driving through the game and just generally just having fun with it. We're gonna go up here. I have an idea. I know it's here. Done this a few times, so and so a lot of this, the beginning setup stuff, you're learning the galaxy, you're finding out where new stuff is, doing things like that. It's all well and good. But I understand it can get repetitive and it can get boring for people to just see the same exact content. I try to present it in a slightly different way, but that's not always completely possible, because there's only so many ways I can present the exact same thing. As much as I would love to be able to do it differently. See the trade prices. Okay, we've seen the trade prices. Yep. So we'll do this for a minute. So you can get, it is important to go through here and shoot some of these rocks. There are some items that you can get that will give you, yeah, there's one right there, the orange glyph. Orange glyph sphere. So there are some things to find. I won't go too far into the lore and what happened with the planet this time. We've done that in the past. But the you can go through here. You can find a couple of little things. You can get a little bit of research data, not a lot. You get more resources than anything. So we'll go ahead and we'll motor out of here real quick. So, and then the other thing too, I don't believe the devs added more weapons. I think we're still with the weapons we had in the Cassiopeia build. I think was the last one. So which is basically adding the new Havoc system. So the my goal is still to try to build something that has the lasers as the primary weapon. The problem is in order to get the lasers, at least with the last game, or the last couple of games, lasers are pretty far into the game. So that makes it a little bit difficult. We're going to talk to this guy real quick. Share what we can. Trade with you, and then they do have a couple of things to buy here. Unfortunately, I still don't have a lot of stuff to sell, or a lot of funds to be able to buy things with. And using the items to buy things with, and also upgrade your ship, definitely puts a damper on your ability to just randomly buy things. So we'll go back in here, talk to these guys. Star vessel. Yeah, so he wants me to go down and find her. All right. Do some analyzing of artifacts. Our crew is gotten their numbers up, so we want to go to research. I think I'd like the resource spotters idea. But assisted recovery. So we need bio. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. Coordinated response? Yeah, so we want the coordinated response. The miracle worker, I'm not so worried about it. So coordinated response would probably be good. And then, so we need to put a point in astro and a point in engineering for everybody. Oh, okay, so we need 2 points in astro for the artifacts fathers to work. So that's what we're doing. So, and then anything else that we can put into astro, we will. Dang it. Now, I just forgot which ones I was trying to do. See, this is what happens. I getting all. So 2 astro there, and then into engineering. Okay. So we need at least 2 points in astro science. So we'll put another in astro science, and then we'll put one in engineering. You already have 2 in astro science, and you have 1 in engineering already. So pump you up to. We'll give you 3 engineering. So that way we should be able to find. Why aren't you? Oh, you're injured. If you're injured, you don't add anything. Ah, useless. All right, let's go back to research. All right, let's look at trying to do something else here. We'll do compact construction. That will get us a larger ship. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and open the explorer hole, just because that way I'll have it. Maybe my points would probably be better spent somewhere else. Engines wouldn't be bad, but actually I'm going to go with reactors because it's going to be a while before I get much stuff for reactors. You know what? Screw it. We'll just do that. Let's go into. And I try my best not to just buy random stuff from, like, or random items, like just trade resources to the AI, because I really want to me, doing or buying things from the AI, basically, I don't want to say it's cheating, but it screws with the balance of the game. So I try to stay away from that. I basically see it as a way to circumvent having to find the stuff. And I do kind of want to have it set up so that the I'm gonna cheese it just a little bit. I want you to go. I want you to go down there. I'm gonna go south just a little bit. So unfortunately, I need to drive out here. So what I'll do is I should have something kind of in between here and there, and we will be back when I find that. Talk to you in a second. All right, we're back. It looks like I missed somewhere out here. Usually, there's the the alien artifact, and I missed it. I'll eventually find it, I'm sure. We'll just drive back and forth. Like, it doesn't really matter that I find that or not until I find the Aletheia. I think that's how that's pronounced or how it's said. And the reason is because they give me the part that I need to be able to use it anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that bad boy on. Get that started up for everybody. So, and then we'll just kind of go down here. We'll see if any of this stuff has been changed. Probably not. Because going back and going over planets that they've already been added, I'm not sure is probably won't be done until closer to release, if it's done at all. So a lot of it's just kind of flying around, and I don't think there's anything. I think pretty much all we have to do is find the Aletheia down here, and then tell them that they can go back through the jump gate instead of trying to slow boat their way back. It is a terrestrial world, though. So yeah, and so this game has kind of spawned me back into wanting to play space games and be able to build things and do things like that. So, and kind of opened a spot, and like this game is definitely more about the exploration. It's about, you know, seeing what you can find and trying to explore the galaxy and follow that story. And that those stories aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's just, at least for me, I do. I probably want more than this game will be able to provide, if that makes sense. But I am completely happy with what this game provides. So we have other games coming out soon that obviously have a lot more people behind them, and we will see if those fall on their place. Like, don't get me wrong, this game I expected. It's an indie game. Like, I don't expect a lot from an indie game, and this game has produced so much more than I ever could have expected. I think I have like 90 hours in this game already, since it was released into early access. I know there's people that have a lot more time in this game than I. Unfortunately, my time is split, and I try to spread it around because I'm trying to get videos out. I'm trying to do things like that. So I can't sit here and play this game forever, but it is an awesome fun game. Oh, good. Okay, this is kind of new. A new mark is a blasphemer who scraped forbidden relics from the sacred worlds. You'll find the heritage prior to burn. Make your choice. Accept the blessing and eliminate. Go to them joyfully, or reject them and perish here. Know what you think we did, but not give in to your threats. We love the Revenants are 100% ready to convert to whatever it is y'all believe in. Are you asking us to convert or die, or convert then die? Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to be sassy or if I want to, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fighting with these guys. I'm gonna be sassy. Like the heretics of your empire, your question blind you from the truth. Surrender yourself. I was trying not to fire at you. I was trying to be nice. Now my ship's on fire again. Alright, look. I don't have these big fancy freaking shooty lasers you guys do. It's not fair for you to use them against me when I don't have them. One thing I learned, really good to be able to have a ship that can repair itself. I need longer range weapons. Who's the heretic now? Come back here. Nope, don't want to go toe to toe with this guy. See? Yep. Don't want to be that close to him. Or close to the front of him. About Joel data bank. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to go down to this other star down here. So if those guys are running around, then I wonder why the Aletheia doesn't have more holes in it. Like, that may be an idea too, is to make it look like when you do eventually find the Aletheia, have it be on fire, have some damage coming off of it, like they basically got away from the devout with with some damage. That because that would be a little bit better. Because if not, it looks like they've got to come down here and just teleport it to this bottom place. Like, you show up and they're smoking, and that way, if the devout, if you haven't found the devout by some chance, then it gives you a reason to go talk. Or going through space. I need faster engines. That will make this whole process faster. So, but we'll get down here. We'll find the Aletheia, and then I will make my way back to the base, and we'll go from there. The other thing that I do too is not get close enough to the suns when I find them. I sometimes forget to get close enough to the sun to pick up the research from that. There's our buddy right there. Okay, so they were okay. So the devout, I'm sure what they said was wrong. Let's start firing us, caused by surprise, reactor to heavy damage. Okay, so they did change that. Let's encounter large numbers. We should be all right. You're not gonna encounter any up there. They got them loaded up. All right. I like how the fact that they're a much larger ship than we are, and we were able to take them out. Like, I'm sure we probably sustained some damage to our reactor also. We are a much more capable ship at this point. Right, we go out here to this guy here real quick. So the Aletheia should be repairing a reactor and slowly working our way back to the base. So eventually we'll get the extra stuff from them, and we should be good. Let's just check out these last two planets real quick. Anything? I'm still sad when like just no anomalies detected. Like, that means that because we found stuff that has like one copper, like one aluminum. Like, you found there's lots of planets with just like very little amounts of stuff on it. Okay. Iridescent globe, stuff like that. And a couple of titanium, like, I don't expect an artifact on every single planet, but it would be nice to at least get just something, little things. Because it's, see, there you go. Then we found the polyhedral artifact. So I'm going to head towards the polyhedral artifact real quick, and then I'll be right back. You guys be safe. All right, back one more time. We're about 800 out from the polyhedral artifact here. I really do enjoy, I was thinking about it as I was flying out here, that some of the stuff that you find, like the different weird things that you get, like the Polyhedra artifact, the ring world, and some of the stuff that has been added to this game just makes it really, really cool. And just different. Pause for a second for you guys to read that if you haven't read it yet. There you go. Build up energy inside. Like hopefully eventually all this stuff, you start turning things back on and, something starts happening. So unfortunately I'm now in the middle of nowhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the game off here. We'll pick up or end the episode off this here. And then don't forget, if you're having questions, if you have suggestions for which weapon system I should be using, throw those down in the comments. All that stuff is helpful and interesting. Just let me know what y'all want to see. If you want to see me go to war or try to make peace with somebody, throw that down there too. I would kind of let you guys, I like doing things like this for science, and I figured that more different ways I play the game, the more that it will help the developer. So, like always, if you have any stuff, throw them down there. If you like the videos, like it. If you don't, then, well, you don't. And then subscribe is always really helpful. Thank you guys. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.